Well, good evening, YouTube. Um, you see my face. I ain't probably showing my face, but you see my face, so there you go. And I got a show to do around 6, I think. Hopefully, this model doesn't, you know, need to reschedule. And I have a wonderful also recording at 8 with our niece Star Child. She's coming back to the Smokers Lounge. So for you people that are new to the channel, this is a YouTube exclusive. I'm not posting anywhere but YouTube because might as well post it on YouTube. So this is the Smokers Lounge on YouTube. I am your wonderful host, Kevin Alexander Champ, aka the porn rap star. Look at the link. You know where to find where you can find me, where you can hear the two-time nominated AVN, you know, favorite podcast of the year, nominated, talking about the Smokers Lounge. What's going on, people? So, I decided to come on here because I've been captivated by this conversation tonight breakup. And wow, it's getting extremely messy. Um, Especially the latest video that I saw. Shots out to who is this Miss Live 3D TV reactions. Go check out her page. I was just looking at the one where I think Keita was doing a live and was listening to what she was saying, what have you. And whew, boy, Ace Metaphor done stepped into some shit, ain't he? So I'm not going to go into the mess because everybody on YouTube is going to talk about the mess. What I'm here to discuss is the business, the money. For what she's telling me, what I'm hearing, what he told her, and all this. And this is just what my thoughts are when it comes to the business. Don't spend more than you need to generate your money. Now, what I mean by that is, yes, you're supposed to invest in your business, but don't invest to the point that it puts you in the red. And you don't know if you can be able to climb out with what you spent your money on. You have girls that go to the different porn conventions and they get merchandise, but they get enough merchandise to where one, it won't kill their pockets. Two, they know they probably will make some type of a profit, period. Just off the merchandise. And then, of course, the fans seeing them and so forth and what have period. Uh, any convention, even when you look at the wrestling convention, the wrestlers, they don't bring but so much merch. You feel me? They're not going to break their pockets. To me, when I listen to what's going on with Ace Metaphor, what I think the problem is he just had no business structure. He had no bones and crutch to his business. He just saw a cash cow and decided to run before crawling. Yeah, he probably spent a shitload of money, but let me make this clear, people. Just because you have a packed house doesn't mean that you made profit. Let's get that out of the way. Because I done thrown shit where I had a packed house and I broke even. It's the pricing of your tickets. It's the how many people that's up in there. You feel me? Also, you got to pay the DJ. You got to pay the sound people. You got to pay this. I know sound guys that go for 2,000 off gate, 2 to 3. Might cut you deal for 500 if y'all cool. So it sounded like to me, first off, he didn't have a business structure. He didn't have paperwork that went across the board, because it's not a good idea to have people sign different type paperwork because, well, it's not a good idea. Your paperwork should be centralized, one for all. You feel me? with maybe an adjustment here, but for the most part, once again, the structure of that contract must be the same across the board. Two, also the thing is when you add in special guests, because he had his core group, but then of course he added in special guests. The special guests might cost more than what the hell you paying the core group. That's why when he started to stop covering hotel and travel and so forth, I can see that. You don't, the way you start your business, the way that you keep it going. He's sitting here making promises to Shorty, telling her to get all of this merchandise. And he could have cut, he like put it this way. If I got merchandise and my merchandise ain't selling but so much, why would I tell the next girl to break her pockets to get merchandise? The whole point of this business venture is for everybody to make money, not anyone to lose money. Because the idea, the attention that Conversation Night was getting, it posed to be $1 million making factory. Because you have good-looking, well-known, well-spoken Black individuals discussing relationships. Different personalities, different walks of life. But see, what happened is shit flows down, not up. If the boss ain't got his shit together, it's going to fall apart. If you ain't got your structure together, it's going to fall apart. If you ain't got that vision down pat to where all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed, then motherfucker, you're going to lose and you're going to fail. I'm not even going to go into the bullshit that they be talking about. That half the time is bullshit. Because I still don't understand why people go get relationship advice from people that's not in a relationship, that cheat on their wives and husbands and so forth. Because last I checked, if you follow a flock of failure, all you're going to get is failure. But at the same token, why would I listen to somebody they're going to give me relationship advice if you can't even run your business? Because running the business is like running a relationship. The money is your wife. So you're going to do more to build your wife up. The money. You're going to pretty it up because you're going to want that business because he's married to the business. Fuck him being married to a woman because he's married to the business. He's married to getting that money. He's married to seeing them checks. So, like I said, it's like a marriage. You got to put time to get something out of it. And what he didn't do was he was more focused on getting pussy. He was more focused on looking cute for the camera than the behind the scenes, making sure everybody getting paid right, everybody being done right. Because see, also, you might have fucked yourself up down the line for getting bigger business ventures because if you don't think that these white folk that you're trying to get to, I ain't talking about rich Black folk. No. He wants white people. He wants white people. He wants white investors because they love investing in urban shit. So they're going to look at how you run your business and how you treat your people. It might be funny that it seems like, and I'm not saying a race thing or whatever, it seems like all the Black shit, their breakups be messy as hell. And we hear about it. Now, the white people, their shit might be messy, but we don't hear about it as much. But Black folk, whether it's a podcast, whether it's a show, it's messier than a motherfucker. See, the fact that Keith even knew all his dirt. I mean, nigga, you really wasn't about your shit. How can you lead if you can't lead yourself? I get it. You ran with Derrick Jackson. You saw Derrick Jackson. You saw how much pussy Derrick Jackson was getting because you was there beside him. You were getting pussy too. So you think, hey, we get it. You had to learn it from somewhere. You had to learn it from somewhere, my brother. But see what happened? Let me tell you what ended up happening. Let me tell you what happened. I know y'all, I don't do the videos and all that and this, that, and I don't do that. I just straight talk, baby. If you don't like the way I talk, then oh well. But I just find it crazy that, and get it, I get that business deals don't always end on a good note. I get that. I've been on the end where a girl want to blast me on Twitter and shit like that. Yeah. But it made me sit here and think, why did it get to that point? Even though I might not have been in the wrong and was proven later not being wrong, I still ask myself, what did I do? Get that point. I'm gonna tell you what you did, sir. You didn't treat this as a business. You treated it as a way for you to get some pussy that you wasn't used to getting. Use it as a way to get quality pussy that you wasn't able to get, and a way to get it to where wifey didn't know. Because I keep saying this once again, swinger couples know how to have the hard conversation that you vanilla couples just don't know how to do. Smoke that over. Y'all don't know how to have that conversation. Why didn't you have the conversation, Mr. Metaphor, saying, hey, babe, you know, I'm going to be on the road. Yo, why can't we be swingers? You know, let's be swingers. If y'all were swingers, you ain't said nothing about swinging. By the incident, you did say that if, you know, a dude cheats on her, he shouldn't leave. Sound like projecting to me, buddy. And that's the majority of these relationship guru guys. They just self-projection. They're talking about themselves. They're warning you ladies about themselves. A piece of shit knows a piece of shit because he's a piece of shit. But even more so than that, even listen to Keita drunk the Kool-Aid. She spent more money than she needed, than she had to. And the reason why, because she went off the word of someone else. See, this is the advice I give anybody. Okay, if I'm going to do this tour, I'm like, look, now I ain't going to buy all that. I'm going to get this much. Let me see how this first show goes as far as my merch. Now, my merch fell off the shelf. Okay, then I get a half more. That means if I got 1,000, that means I get 1,500. That fell off the shelf. Then I go to 2. It's like drug dealing. If you ain't gonna get off, if you know you can't get off a key, motherfucker, you ain't gonna buy a key. If you know you ain't gonna get off a pound, you ain't gonna buy a pound. But you believe what this dude said. I run my own network. For the most part, I handle everything. And trust me, when it comes to merch or what have you, whatever I spend money on, if I ever go to a convention, all that good shit, it's gonna be enough to where it ain't gonna break anybody's pocket, and you can make some profit. If it ain't nothing but breaking even. And I'm trying to figure out who the hell gonna buy merch at these shows. I'm spending $100 to $200. What the fuck I'm gonna buy a t-shirt for? You should give me that for free. Not knocking them having merch, but let's make that clear. It's not that I'm saying that they shouldn't have merch. No, you should always leave your fans with something to remind them of you, other than what they saw. Have them take home something. But like I said, be mindful of, one, I don't want to be in the red and I ain't made no money yet. Like I said, he's sitting here saying, Yo, we had I got 7,000 people. I got 10,000 people here. You need to have a 2,000 of each of everything. I would have been like, no, I don't. If I run out, you know how good it sounds? Like I sold out. I sold out. Everybody else still got their shit. Oh yeah, I sold out. That's when you give them the online shit. You never give nobody your shit. You never give them your shit. You never sell them your IP. You never. That's that's business 101. Yeah, let me get your merch. No, I bring it with me. If you want to cut it what I sold, I'll count it out at the end of the night. With you standing in front of me. I'm not gonna give you my merch and then you end up selling that shit and I ain't know nothing about it. I'm not gonna have you handle my website. I got that covered. God bless the child that has his or her own. When it comes to business, you're not supposed to fully trust. They got to earn it, prove it through numbers, through work. I ain't even gonna lie. You see, he's sitting there doing live with his shirt off and shit. I was like, it's kind of cringe for everybody. I'm like, you probably sitting here talking about business, getting your face back. You sitting in the house with a do-rag and a fucking no shirt on. What you trying to do? Get some women pussy wet? Or you trying to explain your situation so that your business will not fall the fuck apart? See, that's why I said, to me, when I sit here and listen to everything that was being said, right? All I'm hearing is bad business decisions across the board. In my opinion, Keita Rose should have left. She should have been gone 1 year. She left 1 year too late. This breakup should have been last year. Actually, 3 years, but probably 2 years in. Unless you give me money up front for me to go on this tour. Unless you cover my travel, my hotel. No, I'm not going to tour with you. Because if I got to pay for my travel and hotel to go on stage, then what the fuck? It's your show. You're not giving me royalties off of this. I'm not making money off the door as well as getting paid. If your tour making $1 million, it shouldn't be an issue for you covering my travel and hotel. Because the tour won't make it $1 million. The tour won't make it money as he claimed. Because I ain't hear nobody say this off paperwork stating as such. Nor has he posted any paperwork stating as such. Once again, we trust nothing and believe anything. As long as the person seems like they're smart enough that we can give them credibility. Proven to the pudding that he fucked this business up. Proven to the pudding he fucked this up. You couldn't have scripted this shit. I found out about it. Hell, I didn't talk about some of their talking points using their video on some of the shows, some of my shows, some of the shows that I do with the ladies. He had $1 million idea, but Coca-Cola. No, I ain't gonna say budget. God, I can't even use it. What's the word? See, every time when it's a word that I want to get with and it gets stuck on my tongue. Execution. Coca-Cola execution. Champagne dream with a Coca-Cola execution. The problem is you can't think with your dick and expect to put money in your wallet, people. Just like when I talk about with this porn shit, you have to treat this as a business. When they do this shit, they have to treat it business. You want to know why Mandy B and Weezy has been so successful for so many years, despite the fact they don't like each other? They treat it as a motherfucking business. They fucked all y'all dumbasses up. Even me. I'm thinking their horrible decision broke up. No, they just changed the name of decisions. They still doing tours. They are actually the blueprint of a podcast doing tours. The majority of you motherfuckers actually copy their execution. Damn shame that women can do it better than men. That's the sad part. Ain't you embarrassed all mankind? I was like, yeah, we got a man running a tour because we got all these girl podcasts doing tours and they killing it. And as usual, not used to getting batty pussy, not used to getting women hollering at him, not using this as a springboard to get some pussy, springboard to get some women, whether they're disabled or not. What Keita Rose said, the disabled is very able. That you fumbled a bag, a good bag. There's a learning experience from this. And the learning experience is don't fuck the help. Don't fuck. Keep your mind on the bag. Pussy is a distraction. It's a distraction. It don't help. But like 95% of the guys in the game, whether it's porn or entertainment or YouTube or podcasting, all of them are lames. They in this not for the money, but for the pussy. Because you want to know why he was in this for the pussy? Because if he was in it for the money, this wouldn't have happened. If he was in it for the money, we wouldn't hear conversations or talking points of him cheating on his wife, fucking other chicks, fucking assistants, allegedly fucking this and fucking that and fucking this. When you're the boss, you got to keep in mind that you're the boss. You set the example. No matter how others may be unprofessional, you have to stay professional at all times. Even though the world may be chaotic, you have to bring some type of order. And if you're chaotic, then your business is going to fall apart. And that's facts. Puff Daddy. Harvey Weinstein. I'm not trying to compare them to Ace Metaphor. I'm not saying that because I'm pretty sure all these girls was willing. And even the fact of an allegation that you put hands on a woman. So it's kind of crazy. Once again, if you was about your business, Mr. Ace Metaphor, you wouldn't be in this. How you go into a business is not the important part. It's how you leave the business deal is the important part. You want it to be that they want to come back. You want it to be that they'll still work with you even though they're not on the tour anymore. Y'all can do shows together. You can bring them as special guests. And like I said, how can I believe that you can actually tell me what I need to hear about a relationship when you can't even handle the most important relationship, more important than a marriage, more important than a situationship, friends with benefit? A business relationship is more important because that's money. I'd rather lose a friend like this. I'd rather lose a friendship and keep a business relationship, unless that friendship was a lifelong friendship. If I see We don't align in business, I step away. And I'm man enough to explain to you why. And it's nothing personal. But see, what happened is it becomes personal when you're fucking. Because once again, if you're cheating and then his wife come around, of course she's gonna ask the girl, she's gonna ask this girl, she's gonna ask this girl, she's gonna ask this girl. You putting your business in jeopardy, you putting your marriage in jeopardy, and you putting your sanity in jeopardy as well as your reputation. Because you're like, well, I'm making money, so let me get some pussy too. You know what I'm saying? Since these girls want to throw it at me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. And the question I would ask Ace Metaphor, he was standing in front of me right now, is, well, was it worth it? Everything that you're going through on social media, your name being dragged in the motherfucking mud, is it worth it? Could it be things that you've done differently business wise that could have saved you this headache? I say, yeah. But once again, hard heads make soft behinds, people. And his ass is probably softer than a motherfucker. So, what's the learning experience? What do we learn today, smokers? Keep your mind on the bag and keep your dick in your pants. The reason why, because it saves you from less headache. It saves you from a lot of pain. So I'm done. I think 26 minutes is good enough for y'all. So I decided to give y'all something on here on YouTube. Just my thoughts. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my page. And life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience if you haven't learned anything? Smoke this over. Like, comment, and subscribe.